Gain of 3, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hey.
On 2nd and 7, Murray finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Tigers drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Tigers 7, Jaguars nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Jackson. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now Jackson on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On second down, here's the Wonger. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace.
It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray being chased out left. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Tigers are able to stretch out their lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Jackson. That's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Give left side here for Nwangu. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Jackson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
First down, Murray. Flushed out right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Campbell. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Tigers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. First down and more for Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Handoff here to Nwangu.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a nice spin into some open field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll run with Nwangu. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Nwangu. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Nwangu. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. on is Nwagu. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And it's caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Tigers 21, Jaguars 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Murray. That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in by Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now it's Nwangu.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll go right back to Nwangu. Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff right side to Nwangu. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score at Tigers 28, Jaguars 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Murray. And incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll give it here to his running back.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Tigers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Murray to throw. Flushed out, and a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot for Jackson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tanner Muse with it.
And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the home team here,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.